everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Today's topic is expectations in today's dating. Expectations in today's dating. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now let's dive into this letter and see what she says. I'm a 30-year-old woman with a complex relationship history. I've never had a serious long-term relationship, and my only real experience was a toxic and heartbreaking one. It has shaped how I view relationships and dating, and questioning what I'm doing, right or wrong. I met a 26-year-old man who works as an airport security guard through a dating app. Okay. We exchanged phone numbers, and after a few conversations, he asked me out. We were both upfront about wanting a casual connection. Yeah, but you were hoping for something respectful, right? It didn't have to be serious, but, you don't want it to be skanky either. All right, here we go. During the date, he was very affectionate. He greeted me with a kiss on the forehead, paid for everything, and held my hand throughout the entire movie. Afterward, he drove me home, and we shared a passionate kiss in the parking lot. Things got heated, and he asked me for a blowjob and suggested having sex in the car. I wasn't comfortable with that, so I told him I would prefer to wait until we could meet again in a more respectful setting, like a bed. I said goodbye and went home. Soon after, he texted me saying he enjoyed the movie but felt turned off by what he called a block at the end when I declined his offer. This guy's a loony, okay? He said he didn't think things would go anywhere and wished me well. I was honestly surprised by his response, as he hadn't acknowledged the enjoyable time we spent together, but instead focused solely on the movie part. Yeah, because remember, you were just with his representative. And if he was a narcissist, you was with a demon. Okay? Yeah. He's showing all signs that and number one, you met him online. Okay? That's a no-no. The truth is, I really like this guy. I guess you did if you was kissing and letting him grope all over you in the car. I thought what we shared was real, and I genuinely felt a connection. But when he reduced the experience to just enjoying the movie and didn't acknowledge the moments we shared, it really hurt. It left me wondering if my presence or the connection we shared even meant anything. I think the connection you felt was it was one-sided. He didn't feel anything for you. He was just trying to hit it. He took you to a lousy movie and then want to screw you in the car. That's low. That's low class. Very low class. You don't want to hook up with people like this. I replied with a brief message. Thank you. Good luck. It wasn't a long response, but I honestly didn't know what to say. I didn't want to beg or explain myself further. I figured it was better to end it on a respectful note. You see, you're at a different level than this person. Number one, he wasn't right for you in the first place. And number two, remember, ladies, these guys online, especially if you are, you just 30, a young woman under 50, he's after sex. And that's all he's after. If you're over 50, he's after your money. Okay, ladies, get that through your head. That's if you find him on social media, on any of the dating sites. I don't care, even the high-priced ones. It's the same thing. Okay? All right, here we go. I'm left feeling confused. Did all the affection he showed me mean nothing? Not a thing. Nothing. He was seducing you. Was my presence not significant to him? No, not really. He could have you could have been anyone. I also wonder if I did something wrong by setting a boundary about not having sex in the car. I'm so glad that whatever you decide, whatever pushed you to say no sex in the car, I'm so glad that you didn't do that, because the guy would have treated you the same way. You probably never would have heard from him again. Okay? Now, you did a good thing. No, you did a grand thing. Never have sex with a guy in the car unless is your husband and you all just want to fool around. But no, don't have sex in cars, ladies. That's low class. If a guy wants to have sex with you in a car, he doesn't value you at all. Nada. And he'll do whatever grotesque thing that he has in his mind to you. At that point, you're just an object. You're not a person. Okay? All right, here we go. The next thing I noticed was that I had a hickey on my neck. I hope that's all you had, because if he had gotten inside, you would have had more than a hickey. Okay? Probably from our makeout session. I feel embarrassed about it, but I also realize that it's a natural part of exploring my romantic side. Hell, it's not. Who told you that? And I shouldn't be ashamed of it. Yes, you should. Listen, you should be ashamed that you went off on a date with a man you met online. You see, you're young and you are just learning the right way and the wrong way to do things. You see, so I can understand that. Yeah, you see? But you don't want to, number one, the first guy, the security guard, he was younger than you. Don't date down. You're going, why would you want somebody younger than you? Okay? Hopefully, next man you hook up with will be older than you, and he can maybe tell you something. Somebody younger than you, he's got nothing to tell you. He's looking for you to tell him something. You understand? Okay. With you, let's see. Let's finish up this letter before I tell you really what I think. I'm starting to feel disillusioned with dating. There's this constant pressure to please someone. And I wonder if that's why I'm feeling more at peace being alone. You always will feel more peace at being alone. But when you meet the right mate, you'll be willing to make that sacrifice. Sacrificing your peace of being alone to be with him, because you would feel like he's worth it. But you don't do that for every man that comes around. Every man that you meet is not going to be your partner. Okay, now I remember up in your letter that you said that when you met this guy that you both up front agreed that this was a casual connection. Now, in your mind, you thought, you see him every now and then and, and eventually maybe have sex. He took it like, He coming in to have sex right now. He not looking at what's going to happen tomorrow, or if he going to see you next week, or whatever. You know nothing about this man. You don't even know how to contact this man. Nothing. And you off in a car with this man. Don't do that again. Don't do that. If this was your first date, you did he take you to the date? It's not a good. If he took you to the movie, yeah, I guess he did because y'all were in his car, kissing and everything. So, next time, find your way to the date yourself. You see, or with a girlfriend that's going. If y'all going to a place, then maybe the girlfriends can go off and eat somewhere, and you be with your date. But don't allow a date to take you somewhere and you don't really know him. Okay, and this man, you don't know this man. Okay, it could have really turned out ugly. That's what I'm telling you. Now, let's go on and finish up. Can I just be by myself without having to worry about pleasing anyone? And yet I still feel a deep longing for a connection with someone who sees and appreciates me for who I am. Well, then you got to be patient. You got to work on yourself so that when he appears, you'll be ready. You want to work on your own goals and desires in life. Forget about a man, because as you rise, he will appear. And you don't want these low-life people anyway. You want better. You deserve better. Okay? At this point, I'm thinking I may need to take a break. Yeah, that's a good idea. And work on yourself. It's not that I've given up on love. You thought that was love? Then, like I said, you need to work on yourself. And you need to read, do some research. Because what you think is love is not love. It's lust. Lust is different from love. Love takes years to develop a love for a person. Of course, if you've had a child, that, mother's love is instantaneous. But people, it take a long time to develop that trust that turns into love. You see, so no, this is not love. This is lust. Okay? And you got to be careful of that. Because remember, that's one of the deadly sins, lust. But I'm starting to feel more comfortable in my own space. I want to be true to myself and protect my emotional well-being. And I wonder if this is just a natural step in my journey. Well, I do believe that everything that happens in your life, it happens for a reason. So for you to go on this date and here you are, writing me the letter about it, hey, maybe I hope I'm saying something that resonates with you. Okay? I guess I'm looking for advice on how to set boundaries, protect my heart, and not lose sight of my worth while navigating dating. Okay, here we go. Number 1, hopefully you heard me about dating online. That's a bad start. You're 30. I know there are men who are attracted to you, but they may not be the Don Juan that you figure like you can meet online. Okay, remember, I know you're in your 30s, but you're at that age to where the predators are there. You see, if you were in your 20s and you were meeting guys in your early 19, 18, 19, 20s, usually those guys are cool if you're not catfish. Okay, but for you, you're on the edge of where the scammers are. Okay, this guy that you met online, he was just looking for sex. He could have been married. He could have been some kind of psychopath, a sociopath, or just a downright narcissist. You see, that's what you find online dating. And I don't care if it's a Christian online dating. It's the same predator. That demon has taken over online dating. All right? And you can meet people on there. I know people that say, I met people online and all that. But I still say it's better if you can meet the person face to face than online. You see, now if you met somebody online and he lived in your area, then you could get to know him face to face at a distance before you decide to have a date. I mean, if you go to the park, he go to the park, you see each other at the park and you both go home. You do that for a while to see if you connect in any way. But I would take it slow of anybody that I met online. Now, number 2, you allowed him to take you to the movie. That's a no-no, especially on the first date. Because if he could have been a killer, rapist, or whatever, then you are stuck with him in his car. You don't want to do that. All right? So now the second thing is, don't allow him to be kissing and hugging and groping all over you on the first date. What is this? Men will try you in little ways. We probably started easy and then he was just all over you. But they're trying different ways to see if you will allow them to go all the way. You understand? You tried to stop him before he went too far, but good gracious. If he had been a rapist, that would not have stopped him. You see, you got to think like that. You are a young woman, just getting out here in this dangerous pool, right? And you must protect yourself. Now, the other thing, in case you do, some man approaches you. I like it when the man approaches you because number 1, if he sees you, then he's attracted to you and he approaches you, then you know that he is interested. At least you know he's interested in what he sees. Okay, online, it's a whole gray area there, because what you see may not always be what appears. Okay, so anyway, you can see him, he can see you, and you can communicate better. I think at 30, that will be your better bet, is to work on yourself, concentrate on your goals. Don't worry about a man right now at all, because when you're not thinking about a man, it's when he will appear. All right. Concentrate on being the best version of yourself always, but never go out on a date and allow a man to do all kissing. Don't even start that kissing. On the first date or so, he shouldn't have his lips around you, period. All right. He don't know you like that. And you definitely don't know where his lips been. Okay, so ladies, I'm going to cut it off here because I can go on and on. But I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say to you. Guard yourself. Love yourself first. Know that you are a gift to any man who wants to spend time with you. You understand? You are not waiting for a man to choose you. You choose the man that you desire. All right. If you may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.